In the previous episode, we expanded the city by building this whole new platform behind me, which we then used to add this amazing build to. We then used to fill with contraptions and machines to make redstone, solving another one of our never-ending resource problems. And in today's episode, we will be turning these two items indirectly into quartz. Nether quartz. That we will be farming in buildings in this area right over here. In the previous episode, I mentioned that I'm not totally sold on the look and the feel of this building, but now that it's not 1 o'clock in the morning, I can say that I kind of do like it. I don't know if I should maybe make this area a little bit more safer, bring out little bars or whatever, but in general, I think it looks good. I think it works, and well, obviously it works. It's filled up a drawer with redstone and also a whole vault as well. So that is really cool, and this up here is also working. So I would say we've got all of this sorted out, because now we've got a supply for basalt and for netherrack as well as redstone. So before we can start the next factory down there, we need to gather up certain materials to make the farms work. And the first one, well, we will be trying to get that right over here on this platform, and that will be beehives, because we need beehives to get honey, because we need honey for the factory. So how we're going to do that in the end is we will be placing down our trees, and I'm just going to space them like this. And naturally, you just wait for it to grow on its own, but I'm going to bone meal them. I'm going to bone meal them and see if we can get some honey going. So if you didn't know, if you have a birch tree or an oak tree in, say, this space, and you've got a flower 2 blocks away in either direction, wherever, then there might be a chance for it to generate with a beehive. And if I'm not mistaken, it's only dandelions and poppies. I might be mistaken. So these can now grow up naturally, or we can just bone meal them and hope for the best. I don't know which is going to be faster, but nothing there. Nothing there. And again, nothing. So 6 trees with no luck. So this might take a while. So I'm going to go ahead and do this a few more times. If we can at least get 1 beehive, that should be enough to start making some honey. There we go. It only took 17 attempts. So we grew 17 trees, and tree number 18 has the bees inside. And if we look at it, it says bees 3, honey count 0. And I just put a trapdoor in front, that way bees won't come out of it. So now we can rip this out, and I do think I might try and get a second hive, just because it will speed up the entire process so much more. So when I get back, I might have more than 1 hive. So after using nearly 3 stacks of bone meals, I managed to only get a total of 2 beehives. I did, however, breed 2 of the bees together, so we have a secondary full beehive. And I just made this little temporary bee farm or honey farm, which is just in this little house over here. It's all manual, so I just come in here every now and then, collect some honey from the beehives, and then we'll use those to get some buckets of honey. But for now, this will just have to work. So why do we need a honey? And the reason for that is limestone. You see, limestone works much like a cobble generator. If you have honey flowing towards lava, you will get limestone. And limestone you can crush down to get certain blocks. And with this pack that I've been compiling, I made it so that limestone gives you all of the following blocks. So you can see limestone, if we throw it into a crushing wheel, we will get a 12% chance of nether quartz, 8% chance of lapis, 25% chance for a copper nugget, and then 5% chance for sand. So these used to be 2 separate recipes. I removed them, just made them 1, and now we have a way to get all of these resources. So quartz will be a new one, lapis will be a new one, and automating sand will also be new. It's not a lot, but it will slowly build up over time. And now we also have additional copper nuggets coming into the system, so our copper supply will slowly start to grow. Talking about custom recipes and mod pack building, yeah, these shulkers are the shulkers you will receive when you spawn into a brand new world for the first time using the mod pack. We've done it. We've solved the shulker problem, we've sorted the end spawning, and this pack, well, it will be going live real soon, as I am in the process of getting it finalized, uploaded, and then we just need to wait for approval before it will be available over on CurseForge. I am super excited. It will not be a complete pack, as there are some of the recipes that I will be tweaking and building on as I progress in the series, but for most part of it, what we've built here will be finished. So if you decide to make yourself a little cobble generator, I'm not going to go around and change the cobble recipe. No, no, no. So keep an eye out for this real soon, and also follow the Discord down in the description, as I will be posting when it goes live over there. So let me know, can you do it? Can you survive an end with limited resources? Well, I guess we'll have to find out as soon as back goes live. So some time has passed and we've managed to get quite a few bottles of honey, and we need to turn this honey into buckets of honey. So I was thinking we could do a little temporary setup over here to extract the honey from the bottles into buckets. So I was thinking we need to do a drain that will take the fluid out of the bottles. It has to pump it up, and I'm thinking pumping up over here because then we can use the power from this mill to make that spin. So that's perfect. We'll then have to push it over, and we can't really exactly push it all back onto a bottle on the drain because then it will just create the infinity loop. So right over here we can do that, and then we can add a depot in that area. So now if we chuck the honey bottles on there, it should drain, send the honey all the way around into this, and fill up our buckets that we place on the depot. So if we do this, we can see, and now if we chuck our honey bottles on here, it should empty. The empty ones will pop off over on that side. Oh, see, I don't want it to fill up like that. We should maybe change it so there's another gap in between these, because we don't really want it to fill up the honey bottles, with honey bottles. That's not exactly what we want. Yeah, see, we want it to flow this way. It's a temporary little setup, but it's got some hiccups. So we're going to continue doing this until we have a total of 20 honey buckets. So just with the honey bottles we had in our inventory, we were able to fill up 11 honey buckets. So we need to collect at least 9 more honey buckets, which is 9 times 4, which will give us the amount of bottles we need. So I'm going to have to do this for quite some time. So I think what we need to do is we need to get all the resources together, and then we need to build the building in this area so long, because there's no point in me making you guys wait with me for the honey. No, 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 no. Instead, we can have you guys sit back, relax, enjoy as we run a little build montage, getting the new building in this area. Oh, P.S. you'll notice I've cleaned up the area, so it is looking a lot more neater and ready for the build. Anyway, sit back and enjoy. And just like that, we added 2 new buildings to this area. So let's hop on into free cam. So on the side here, we have 2 new buildings, and this first building will be the one that houses the limestone factory. So in the top floor, we will make some limestone, and we'll send that all the way down to the bottom floor. And the bottom floor, we will be crushing it down into those 4 resources that we will be getting. And then in the center, just to add a bit of something else to the area, I built this little building, and I think I'm going to turn it into a little cafe or shop or something of that sort. So it's right there in the middle. But if we hop on into the building itself, you'll see that this is the first floor, and the idea is that we do some form of staircase in this general area over here. And the reason why I say this area is because if we run on over this way, I'm thinking that this might be an additional door. So this is where they make the goods, and this is where they sell or serve the goods. So there's a door over here, so we need to figure out how the stairs are going to work. And we only have, I think, 3 blocks in front, because we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we've got 4 blocks. We've got 4 blocks in this area that we can move in. But this area is also very tight. I don't know how I designed the building and didn't think of the farm, but it will fit in. It will fit in, but it's limited. So what I did do was I created... Well, if we just do this, I created this whole space at the back here. So we will have the second half of the farm actually hidden behind this wall, which allows for all the ugly bits to run behind the scenes and not all over the place. So from here, we will run to the redstone factory, we'll get what we need, and then we'll bring it all over to this side. So I think we need to start building the honey or the limestone factory. We need 2 more buckets, but I guess we can do the front part, get it working, and in the back will be just be a repeat of the front, so I can always even do that off camera. So I'm going to get the needed resources into my inventory, and then we can build this little contraption. So we're over here at the basalt generator, and we're going to work on the same principle. The only difference is we'll have the lava in the center. We need it to flow over once and create limestone in this block, and to do that we're going to have honey somehow interact. So the idea is that we have honey on top, it flows down always, and as soon as the lava flows into the spot, that will become limestone. Thus, because we have a smaller space as well, and that's already 3, 4 and 5 plus the limestone, we need to move the drills, and I'm thinking of doing the drills at this level. That way we can power them from the top. So that's the general idea: lava generation and drills, and then honey on this side. So let's head on over. So as mentioned, we need the honey on the side. So I was thinking we do something like this, and we need to do that 5 blocks, because again we're going to pick it up with a backpack, and we don't need the items to be further away, so we can't pick it up. So we're going to do this on either side, and the reason for this is to keep the honey from flowing all over the place. So the honey will actually start flowing from this block over here, and will flow straight down. If we didn't have a gap here, it will flow over to this side, and it will just turn our lava into cobblestone. So it's very important that it goes 1 block down, because that way lava will flow over and generate in this general area over here where I'm standing. So here and here we'll have limestone generating. Limestone, I think I said limestone previously. That's what it's supposed to be, limestone. So with that in place, we can now add the drills. So the drills are going to be on this level here and this level here, running all the way forward. So I think we need to put like temporary little blocks. And I'm thinking before we do temporary little blocks, we should maybe rip out this, because we need to get power into the system. So I'm thinking we can do that and that. So that's the chain drive. So if we power from here, we should be able to get all the power distributed to all the different drills. Yeah, that's perfect. And then we can run one over this way. That's also perfect. And now we can just do the drills in the bottom. Will I be able to fit them? Yeah. They work. So we just do drills all over, like so. That's also pointing the right direction. And there we go, drills. So as soon as limestone generates here, these drills will take care of it. And then we can just go ahead and just add 3 more, and the other 2 are mainly for decoration, I do believe. So that should be it for the entire farm. The only thing we need to do is add the lava, and the lava will be in this general spot over here. So we need to do something like this. This one we can flip on down when we're done, and the same with those. And then over here we need to do collection. So I'm thinking we do the backpack maybe... maybe the backpack can go here, so we can maybe do this, and then our backpack will sit over there. So that's our backpack, and our backpack again will only allow limestone. We don't have limestone yet, so we can't put it in. And right underneath this we should do a smart chute like so, and that again will also be picking up limestone, and underneath that will be the whole connection to the storage system. So that should be everything. I think we can actually put in the lava, because the lava needs to go in first. That's a very important part. Lava needs to go in so it flows down, and then when we place the limestone, it should generate... No, then when we place down the lava, it should generate limestone. Editing Dio here, and what am I saying? What am I saying? How many times did I say lava when it was limestone, limestone when it was honey, honey when it was lava, and generating lava from honey and limestone, and oh, I do not know what happened there. I apologize for that, but hopefully you could see what I was doing, because apparently you would not understand what I was saying, because I didn't even understand it. Must be tired. I don't know. So we're going to now try and do this. So if I do honey over, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we swim up? We can. It flows down, and now we can do it on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we can actually add the lava into this mix. I'm almost positive it won't go this way for now. We will close up this spot, but I need to first have it open so we can have some limestone. Yeah, there we go. Limestone generated. Perfect. So it's working. So that will work every time. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just first going to pick up this lava again so we can make use of this opportunity to add limestone to that. Limestone to the allow list. And in theory, that should be everything. That should be all we need to actually get this farm working. We only need to bring over the power and repeat everything at the back. So I'm going to get everything installed in the back. I'm going to get the power run over, and then we can just turn this farm on together. So I went ahead and set up this entire system, and I did build the part at the back as well. So if we head on through here, it's right behind this wall. We've got it built up a second time, and then over here, if we plonk down this shaft, we should hear this thing start to go. It does, and it's picking up items. So if we jump on down here and run over to the storage room, we should actually see, yeah, limestone flowing into the system. Awesome. So we know that's working. So now all we need to do is also add a threshold switch to this as well to ensure that it turns off once we reach max capacity over here. So that is something I need to do. But also now we can head on back to that side. We can get the bottom layer sorted out, which is crushing wheels and just some drawers for the other items. And then that factory is done. I mean, it's not really that difficult. The hardest part was getting all the honey together, but yeah, I'm excited. So I'm gonna go install some crushing wheels. Okay, so I went ahead and I fixed up the stairs, and I do like it. I think we can make something nice with this. We can have some form of containers and storage over here, and then in this area we'll do the crushing wheel setup. But if we run up the staircase just to show you, we've got this little space over here all decked out. We've got the railings, and we can have access to this door. It's nothing fancy. It's not going to be a lot of storage up here. It's more just for getting up here and being able to see it. The main bulk of the, well, I don't want to say storage, but build will be downstairs. Talking about storage, I don't know where we're going to store these items. We've got redstone in that building. Maybe we can use this floor over here to house the lapis, the quartz, and sand. I don't think we'll do the sand over here. I think the sand will be in the main storage, but the lapis and quartz can temporarily be stored in this area. But anyway, we need to think crushing wheels. So we have this space, so we can generally just put a bunch of them in a straight line. But I think to make this look good, we can maybe do, well, not that, do something like this. That could work. My only concern is then the power needs to be on the outside wall, and I don't really know if I want to do that. Let's quickly see where that comes out. Okay, you won't be able to see that, nor that. On this side, however, you'll be able to see this one. Let's quickly go see what that looks like. It's like right there on the staircase. I don't think it's gonna bother. I don't know. Look, I don't know how often we're gonna use this staircase, because once I'm done, everything's gonna be downstairs. Nothing's gonna be up here. So I don't know how much that's gonna bother. And we can't really bring it out because then we only have a single block to walk on. So I think this will just have to do. Oh, you're gonna see two. Oh. Okay, it's still not a problem. So I think that is fine. So we need to do that, and we also need to bring power over, and we need to bring the items into this area. Okay, gearboxes. Okay, so we'll do a gearbox over here and over here. One over there and one over there. We'll do a shaft in between, and then we'll do the two wheels sitting there, two wheels sitting there. That's perfect. We then need one of the smart chutes over there. A smart chute over. Try that again. A smart chute over there, and we need to set these to limestone, and that should be it for the input. We just need to now connect all of this up. So naturally we're going to do a draw slave over there and a draw slave over here, and I think we should maybe process 32 items at a time. We'll see how that goes. And then at the bottom, we'll just again have chutes picking it up. So we're going to have 2 drawer controllers over there, normal funnels pointing into that. So all of that should be fine. So that's the input into the contraption and the output taking out. I think for the input, we're just going to have this run up. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little trims up there. And then for the input, I'm thinking if we're going to do it on this side, the storage, what's going to be the easiest way? Yeah, I think we can almost just put drawers over here. So we'll just put drawers, we'll tie into the trim on that side, so then we can just literally take these drawers and bring them back over this way. Maybe something like this. So we can have the trims running down the wall, around the floor, and over the roof. So that will connect our in and output. And then for the storage, we're going to go straight through this wall, which... let's see. So the closest one should be right over there. Okay, cool. So we'll just run trims from there, 2 trims. And then we can have storage in this area. So I'm thinking maybe we can do some form of shelf. So you come in and then this is a little shop and you have your shelving over there and you've got your 2 drawers with the 2 items right over there. Okay, cool. I think that can work. Let me connect all the drawer trims, all these, all those, and then get the power sorted, and then we'll plug in the last trim over here and get this contraption running on camera. Okay. Power's all connected, everything's spinning and turning and working, and storage area has been built up, so it all should work. So all we need to do now is grab this little trim, place it in the system, and items should start flowing into the crushing wheels, and items should be getting crushed and getting put out into the different storage areas. Okay, so right over here, if we place that down, we can see it's connected to the system. We can see items are getting crushed. Are these wheels spinning in the wrong direction? Oh. Okay, it's working, but I do think these wheels are spinning in the wrong direction. Okay, let me quickly fix that. Okay, just add a little extra gearbox in the back there and everything seems to be going the right direction. We've got nothing spilling out on the sides, which means everything should be working. So if we go on over here, oh, I decorated this as well. We are getting some more quartz, we are getting some more lapis, so that's working. And if we head on over to the big storage area, we can see copper is going up ever so slightly, so we're getting copper. And if we head on into this room, we should also be getting sand. Yeah, we're getting sand as well, so all of that is working. Now the only thing remaining is we need to determine a threshold. So one of these items should trigger a threshold switch, and I think it should be the quartz, to be honest, because sand and all of those things we're not going to use as much as quartz. So I'm thinking, oh, I just broke that, darn. So I'm thinking we should maybe do a threshold switch right over here. So we'll rip out this light and we can add it somewhere else. We can do it maybe right there, I guess. So we're just going to do a threshold switch on this one, saying that as soon as this reaches 95% of its capacity, all the systems should turn off. That way we won't run into unnecessary items being processed, heaping up over here, despawning, and just lagging out the world. So I'm going to do that and get that sorted so we prevent wastage and laggage. And we finished up this area. So I did do a little bit of decorating in here. You can see the contraption stopped. I think it's because we reached threshold on the quartz barrel. So if we head on over here, you can see on this side I added little things. I changed nothing in here, not in this area, but the threshold switch is on, and that's because it's reached the limit and it's slowly going down. I told it to only turn on again on 10%. So that's all good. And if we head on up here, I did some decorating up here, added a few items at the end of this hallway, so it's not just a blank wall you walk into. And on this side, I just added another light and just this little platform. Then if we head on through here, we've got this little dining area, which I do have to admit I think looks freaking cool. I love it. And of course, paintings of melons. We've got 2 of them on here, and I think they look awesome. I think they look really, really cool. And then again, this door just goes through here, and then if we go back through this side, if we run up all the way over here, we also just added 2 little tables in this area. And what is that waypoint? I don't know, but okay. And then I think I didn't show this. So this rooftop just opens up like this, and because this building was underneath this little blackstone, I just went ahead, dug it out, and put a bunch of these vines in here. I snipped these. I didn't snip these, so we might just snip those so they'll stop growing as well. But overall, I think this area is complete. I think the builds are complete, and I have to admit, I think my favorite part about this build, well, it has to be the 2 melon paintings. I mean, they're just gorgeous. Don't you agree? Don't you just like melon paintings? And I do think we need to look into getting some more melon pixel art in the city, some graffiti, and later on even some melon holograms. So yeah, I like it. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think of the melons? Yeah, I had to move to the rooftop because nothing beats the smell of fresh void at the end of a hard day's work. On that note, I've run out of time to record, and I think we've achieved what we wanted. We filled up the area of some more builds, we solved the whole nether quartz problem, and I think we did a lot of nice decoration. Again, melons. They're so cool. But anyway, do take care and let me know down in the comments what you thought of the whole build in the farm and the melons itself. And then remember to like, subscribe, and if you haven't done so yet, ring that notification bell, because that way you'll never miss out on another video. Also, check out Discord for more information on the mod pack releasing real soon.